Hey guys, good morning, happy Sunday. Today is
Pancake Day / Family Fun Day. So all of that in
one
one
day.
day.
So come join us as we make some pancakes on Pancake Day. They are plant-based and gluten-free and all yummy and all delicious, right?
Yep.
All right, hope to see you soon. Bye. Hello. Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to share with you today a video on my pancake recipe. This is a recipe that took me about a good 2 weeks to perfect and to get the right texture, the right taste, a combination of all the things that make for yummy pancakes. There aren't many gluten-free vegan pancake recipes that I tested out that I thought were good. They didn't have that consistency that I wanted, the fluffiness that I wanted. And we don't eat anything out of a box, nothing pre-mixed out of a box. I bake all of our baked goods from scratch. So boxed pancakes were out of the question. So I needed to come up with a recipe that was just as good as my traditional buttermilk pancake recipe that could be made from scratch without eggs. So that was the tricky part, trying to find the right binder without using eggs. So I did. It took me about 2 weeks. We had pancakes every day almost, or every other day for 2 weeks until I got the texture right, the taste right. They held up good on the griddle. I mean, everything was good. So here it is. This is my recipe for a completely plant-based, gluten-free pancake. It's delicious. If any of you have been to Cafe Gratitude, I kind of used that as my inspiration. So they are organic buckwheat pancakes. And I also throw in almond flour in there because the almond flour just gives them this really nutty, earthy kind of flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making them. Today is Pancake Day. It's Sunday, and that's our Pancake Day. I am using the So Delicious organic almond milk as my non-dairy milk, and I'm gonna use about 4 cups of this. So let me get this going in here. But it's about 4 cups. Okay, so I have 4 cups measured out. This is the first thing that you're gonna want to do. The thing that makes it taste, or gives it like that, I guess what buttermilk would do to pancakes, is apple cider vinegar. So I use the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. You put that in the milk, let it sit for about, I think it's almost 5 minutes or so. It just depends. I do it first, and then I get my batter together, my flour together, and then add it at the end. So 4 tablespoons is what you're gonna wanna put in there, or sorry, 4 teaspoons is what you're gonna wanna add in there. 3, 4, okay, just set that off to the side there. Okay, so you mix that in. All right, so there it is. That's gonna sit off to the side while I get together the flour, while I mix the flour together. Okay, so let me get a paper towel. I spilled some apple cider vinegar on my counter here. Tends to happen a lot. That pouring it into the teaspoon is tricky. Anyway, so I have a really big bowl. We are a family of 5, so I need to make enough pancakes for all of us to have at least 3 each. My husband and my oldest daughter like to have a taller stack, so they have anywhere between like 4, 5, 6. It just depends. So this is gonna be enough for a family of 5. I don't know how many pancakes we get out of it. I could do the math and figure it out, but I haven't. So I'm gonna start with the buckwheat flour. So buckwheat is actually, what is the word I want to use? It's naturally gluten-free. It does not contain any gluten in it. It does have the word wheat in it, so that kind of throws a lot of people off. But buckwheat is actually a berry. It's not a grain. So but it does make for some delicious recipes, some delicious cakes and desserts and that sort of thing. Okay, so I do 3 cups of the buckwheat flour. It looks like I'm gonna need to open up my other pack here. Okay, so here we go. 3 cups of buckwheat flour. And then I'm gonna do 1 cup of the almond flour. I like using the super fine almond flour. Mixes up really good. Again, it gives it just that nutty, earthy kind of flavor. It really adds something to it. So 3 cups of buckwheat, 1 cup of almond flour. Then I just do, I think it's like maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon, a little over 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, sea salt. Quick little dash of cinnamon. And then 2 tablespoons of baking powder. We use the aluminum-free baking powder. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of the baking powder. And now this is where my egg comes in. I use ground organic flaxseed, the golden flaxseed. You can make a substitute egg out of it if you mix it with water and it has like that consistency of an egg, but I just put it directly into my flour. And I do about 6 tablespoons of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that not only works as a binder, such as the egg would, but it also gives it just a unique kind of flavor to the pancake as well. All right, so we have the buckwheat in there, we have the almond flour, baking powder, flaxseed, salt, cinnamon. I am missing sugar. I put a little bit of sugar. The sugar that I put in is organic brown coconut sugar. They do have a golden one, but I like the richness, I guess, of the brown. This is the lowest on the glycemic level when it comes to unrefined raw sugars. That's the only kind of sugar that we use is unrefined raw coconut sugar. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It tastes, I think it tastes just as sweet. So I'm only gonna do about, I think I do about a good 2, maybe 3 tablespoons in there. We are gonna put organic pure maple syrup on our pancakes, so we don't need it to be too sweet, but it just kind of, again, gives it that little sweetness, I guess. Let me go and grab my whisk. Okay, so then I just kind of whisk this all together and nice and blend it up. There you go, it's all in there. And then you just add your milk mixture. Add that in. Whisk it all together. And there you have it. It's really simple. Doesn't take that long at all. All the ingredients are whole. Nothing processed in there. It's all from scratch. It tastes really good. So now I'm just going to heat up my griddle. Usually I have the griddle heating up at this point. I just haven't got to that yet. But I'm going to heat that up and then get my pancakes on there and serve them up. I will post a pic after they are all done so you can see the end process or the end product. We like to serve ours with strawberries, bananas, any other kind of berries, maple syrup, of course. The kids love it. It's just a tradition that we've had going for a while now. Every Sunday morning is Pancake Day. Anyway, hope you enjoy your Sunday and your weekend and get out and do something fun today. Remember to hit like or subscribe if you want to see more of my videos right down below. All right, have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.